What up, though? What is up, everybody? Can you hear me? Can you see me? Mic check 1 2 1 3. I need to find my light. I just got home. Got a lot going on. I gotta get my mind right. Cause your boy's been busy. There's been a lot of road tripping the past couple days. So my lighting is a little off. It is what it is. I'm not worried about that. What I'm worried about is loading up, talking to y'all, getting you some charts, and then moving on, right? This is 3 for 3, right? Every day we've gone live, I've dropped some gems, and I've gotten several DMs of people eating. So Hims was a banger, Amazon was a banger, Tesla was a banger, Spy was a banger. Hold up, Exxon Mobile was a banger. What else? Did I miss something? Let me know if I missed something. Let me know. 5 for 5. Let's go. Best teacher. I appreciate it. So first of all, let me check out the chat and let me say what's up to everybody. I don't know. Y'all make me smile. It's two people that make me smile. It's the community and my family. Like, that's it. My friends when they trying to joke, but sometimes they play too much. So hold up. All right, what up, Roll Life? What's up, Tariq? St. Patrick's in the building. Watch out. He about to ghost you. Okay, let's go. Made 95% on PLTR calls today, then another 10% on Zoom. Let's go. Good job, bro. Hey, send me something. Let me hold something, big dog. Come on, just hook me up. All right, Roll Life. See you in the building. KGU is in the building. What's up, Amanda? Got my chat check. Okay, with the fee, she's good to go. Arthur, good evening. I appreciate you being here, and the rest of the KGU and Sacrifice for Riches, and those that are just subscribed to the channel. Shout out to everybody for tuning in. Inspire, I see you flexing, big dog. What up, buddy? For those that don't know, I don't care about like hiding people, but Buddy is, me and him had a good meeting yesterday, and he's officially going to be my editor, right? And so he's part of the Sacrifices for Riches team, and he's gonna help me with this flow because I am so busy and I just need some help, right? And we've been working together for a while now, so now he is here. So y'all gonna start seeing a couple things different as far as like the flow of my content. So I'm utilizing his services essentially to help chop up some of these live streams so the shorts and whatever can reach the necessary people. So if you're ever interested or need some skills, whatever, Buddy's there on the website. All right, shout out to Buddy. But let's see here. Yes, sir. What's up, everybody? I'm still going down the list. I'm sorry. Glad you made. Hey, thank you so much. It was a long trip, but we crushed it for my career job, and I'm crushing it in the market, and I'm taking care of the community. Let's go. We're just firing all cylinders. My family's good too, so that's all good. Buddy, so stoked to be working with you. Same here, man. Real talk. I'm gonna put it out there. I don't care. My wife, she seen your profile picture, and then she said she wanted to. She said she wanted to do this to your beard. I don't care. I'm putting her on blast. But Buddy is gonna be helping me get the content out faster, and then it's gonna allow me to focus on the main thing. All right. So, what's up, Celinda? What's up, Michelle? Always showing love. All right. So, before I begin, I think I got 31 people tuned in right now. How many likes do I got? How many likes do we got? Michelle just said it. All right, 32 people here, only 14 likes. I'm pausing, y'all. All right, look, I'm getting my stuff set up. I'm recalibrating because I got to get my mind right so I can deliver how I want to deliver for y'all on this live stream. I think my camera might be a little faded. Give me one moment. It's been traveling. It's been traveling for work. Yeah, that's better. Um, so when I'm doing these rapid fires, I really got to be sharp. So it's okay for me to take a moment before we kind of dive into that. So while I'm like breathing, take a moment, hit the like button for your boy. That's all I ask. I appreciate it in advance. Thank you so much for being here, showing love. Hit the subscribe if you're not subscribed. Um, those that are tuned in, if you're not subscribed, you will not be able to talk in the chat. So you do need to subscribe. There is no buffer time. I think there's like a minute. So once you hit the subscribe button, you'll be able to type something in. For those that are new, this is the rapid fire chart analysis. Okay. So what this is, right? The first part of this is a quick introduction, welcoming everybody. Then we might talk about some of the plays that we got into that worked or maybe didn't work, but we keep it real brief and then we kind of move on. From there, I set a timer, right? I set a timer for 15 to 30 minutes. Depends on the day, depends on my time constraints, right? And then from there, once I hit that start button, we switch over to the charts. And then I look to the comment section for tickers for that you guys drop in that you want me to take a look at and do a quick assessment or analysis on said ticker. I will let you know what I see in a holistic form. If you add context to the ticker, such as, hey, I'm thinking about hopping into calls. What do you think? Or I'm thinking about loading up shares. What do you think? Right? If you add context, then that could guide the narrative as I'm walking through the charts. Okay, this isn't a class. This isn't like a deep dive, like learning session. However, you learn by watching people do things. So you can take something away from here. I know a lot of people have been here before and have reached out and let me know that they gained a lot of knowledge for just me walking through the charts the way I do. Now, because of the market being on like an absolute rocket, for the most part, the analysis might take a little longer today, right? Because some things, certain stocks are in new territory. And when we're in new territory, I need to take some time to set that or structure the charts so I can give you more informed information as far as where I think the next level is that has not yet been hit, right? So there's a method to my madness as far as how I come up with this information. Again, if you want to learn stuff like that, then either sign up for one-on-ones, which I'm very limited as far as what I do there, and then you can also become a megalodon or angler. Those individuals get deeper dives. And then of course, if you're in KGU and you're a bachelor, do consider upgrading to become a doctorate, because me and the Crown Traders as well as KG are there live trading and doing live sessions. And I'm telling y'all, there's a lot of game that and a lot of knowledge. We have so many different personalities across the Crown Traders, and we all have different approaches to the game, and it's beautiful. In my opinion, if we all could like put our brain in a book, it would be the Bible for the stock market, I think. So you should be able to find somebody that you resonate with easy, because there's a personality type and a learning style for everybody, A type or not, right? So that is my little plug for everything. As you know, I do sell merch. It is what it is. Sacrifice for riches. I rock what I believe in, and this is what this whole thing is about. It's about a journey. So that being said, 22 likes, 39 people. I'm gonna give you one more minute, and then we're gonna dive into a couple things. Man, this thing just is making sure I got nothing in my teeth. Nah, I think I'm good. I just left the dentist. I'm straight. Hold on. Back up. All right. So let's see how we doing. I'm gonna check the comments and then we're gonna dive in. I just cooked a tri-tip and it's time for dinner. Your boy is starving. So I won't waste your time, y'all. I know it's late for some of those people that are on the West Coast. Let's see here. Show some love, hit the like. I appreciate that, Arthur. Roll Life, appreciate you, buddy. All day, man. Hey, and I appreciate the Discord, Sacrifice for Riches, because I know y'all know that I've given a lot of content, and I do most of my live streams for Discord exclusive. I don't do a lot of public. I feel like I only have so much time, so I dedicate a lot of time to them and to KGU. So when I'm doing public, my Discord essentially has encouraged me to do a little bit more public stuff because they want to see the community grow as well. And it is what it is. So, so I appreciate all their love and support. So thank y'all. 22 likes. Okay, Den. Good evening, everyone. Hit the like. Let's go. 27 likes. All right. So this is what's gonna happen. Thanks, Monique, for letting me know. I'm gonna set a timer. I'm gonna go to the charts. I'm gonna do a couple tickers, and then I'm gonna pause. And then when I pause, I'm gonna check the likes. And if the likes ain't right, then I'm gonna pause. And then we're gonna get back into it. But it's just best to do it right now. While I'm setting my timer for 30 minutes, okay? Why don't y'all just take a moment and hit the like button, okay? Now, I'm not a millionaire, but I'm on my way. And people like KG and several other people have laid out the map and showed us the way. And I know that I'm on my S curve in the right direction. At the end of the day, everything that I say, in my opinion, is $1 million worth of game. And if somebody told me that, hey, for $1 million worth of game, all you have to do is press one button, all day I'm pressing one button. So go ahead and hit the like button for your boy. All right, so we're gonna do this 8:30 my time, 8:32. I think I'm gonna do 20 minutes today, y'all. It's typically 15 to 30, but run low time. So we're gonna kick over to the charts, and we're gonna do what it do. Okay. If y'all have any questions, let me know. How it works is the moment I kick over to the charts, and not a moment later, I'll be looking to the chat. For tickers. Those names that are in green will get priority. Okay. And that'll be what it'll be. Ready? We ready? All right. Let me make sure I got the right chart available. Give me a minute. I want to make sure I have some things ready to go so it's not wasting any time. Again, I'm just loading up. Let's get that on here. I need like 1 minute, okay? Just getting home, y'all. Just getting home. There we go. Come on now. Okay. There we go. Okay. Boom. These are a little out of whack, but it will be okay. I will live. All right. We ready? Check the chat. Shout out to KG, ABDE. Not yet, big dog. Not yet. Nope, not yet. Donnie, not yet. I feel you though. All right, let me I'm switching over. Hold up. All right, let's transition. All right, I'm gonna show y'all the timer. When I start the timer is when I'll start taking requests. Okay. First of all, can y'all see the screen okay? Can y'all see the charts okay? Are the numbers big enough, or do I need to blow them up? Hold up. You know what? Let me blow them up. I know some people on their smartphones. There you go. Does that look pretty nice? Hey, Donnie, you the same one? You like, hey, we'll test the reverse. Hey, shout out to you, Henry. I'm happy you ate off of Amazon. Let's go. All right. So, without further ado, this is the rapid fire chart analysis. We about to get started. You know what? I might have enough beer for 30 minutes. Here's my timer. Hold up. It's morphin' time. All right, hold up. 3, 2, 1. All right. We in the game. All right. Send it. Let's go. What we got? First ticker. Come on now. First ticker. Y'all supposed to be ready. I'm ready. Hey, 51 people, hit the like button. Let's go. I'm waiting for some tickers. Tickers after the beep. Okay, I'm chilling. IWM for calls. Let's go. Whew. Oh, we talking about these. We talking about the Russell. All right, so IWM, of course. I think. Hold on. Let me zoom out. We're not all-time highs yet. Where are we? 41 week. All right, reset. Okay. So because we've been approaching all-time highs, we're gonna approach the game just the same, right? So let's go ahead and let's get the chart set up. I feel like I'm about to be rusty to start, but then I'll pick up steam, guys. All right, so just bear with me. All right, bear with me. All right, so hopefully you can hear the music okay. I'm starting off with the weekly, trying to figure out where we at. I set lines and levels. I don't even supposed to be talking this much. Zoomed out, then I zoom in, and all my stuff is color coded, color coded, so I know exactly what I'm looking for when I'm zoomed in, ready to trade for the day. Okay, so right now with IWM, I mean, at the end of the day, we broke this level. That was a previous support, and now we're retaking it right now. We're approaching this level, which is a chop zone, which is also likely a high volume node or a point of control. Okay, so I would be looking for potential shorts at 219.74. This is exactly what happened with Amazon, where we were approaching this blue dotted line and we were looking for shorts. If you're looking for calls, I mean on the shorter term, give me a minute, because you can scalp it on the way up, possibly, but it has to make sense. And there's a lot of back and forth. They're whiplashing people here, okay? So I'm gonna go to the day. I think this is roll life, so of course I'm gonna take a little time and take care of my boy. He's always showing love. Okay. All right, so for calls with IWM, okay, essentially anything above 214.11, I would be looking for longs. Now, the best case scenario is for some retracement. As of right now, you see that we have on the 1 hour, we have an imbalance. So a lot of action has been happening in the overnight hours. So the best thing to do is I would be waiting for retracement to retest imbalance to see if we find strength for more momentum towards the upside. That's how I'm looking at that. And in reality, yeah, that's it. That's what I can say about that. Let's go. Let's keep it moving. Disney. Hold on. IWM, INTC. My bad. I got to speed up. So, INTC. I thought there was some bad news that came out for INTC, but I'm not tracking. I think I just seen a headline and I kind of kept it moving. But either which way, let's take a look. All right. So this is being respected, right? This is, if you look back to the left, right? This line at 2450 has been a previous line of support and resistance. So essentially for INTC, me personally, because I am interested in Intel, I'm not looking to do anything with Intel until we crack this level with strong confirmation, and we're not there yet. So if anything, I'm waiting to see what happens here, and I'm looking for price action to potentially ride it back down, because we're trading in, look, hold up, we're trading in a pattern, right? We're trading in a pattern. Okay, so just be careful. What's going on here? They're trying to fake people out with false breakouts, right? So we already know what this is, right? I keep talking about this pattern. Patterns don't pop up like perfectly, right? But it does show its face, right? And then what is this, right? So descending triangle, right? So now we're looking for a breakout. So just be careful because we are in a neutral position after a sell-off on INTC. Next up, actually, you know what? I'm going to set an alert. Look for calls with confirmation. If none, wait for neutral pattern breakout. And then boom, and a rocket. Because something's gonna happen. This is gonna be a fire play eventually when it plays out. Next up, what we got? 52 people here. Hit the like button. All right, Meta for pullbacks. Okay, hold on. Who is that? Jordan Allen says Meta for pullback to 715-ish to ride to 730 and the next 2 weeks or all-time highs. Man, okay, I got you. I appreciate you sharing that context. So with Meta, I'm about to show you exactly where it's going. All right, let's do this. New zones. Because I know it's Facebook. I know it's a banger. I know everybody's interested and they want a piece of Facebook, but now everybody's afraid that it's too expensive. But you got to understand that we're in the world of AI. So, and now we are privileged. We're privileged to be able to buy fractional shares of a company. So you can buy Meta, and you don't need to buy it all at once. But let's see if we can figure out exactly what's going on here. So let's go to the daily. And it looks like, man, it is. Where's my volume? Hold up. All right, so I want you to identify something, okay? So Meta, even though it looks grown and sexy, right? But at the same time, it is, as prices going up, volume is going down. So we have divergence. I love to see this as we're approaching key levels of resistance, because likely this tells me that there's a strong possibility that we see a pullback, right? Will it happen? It's not guaranteed. Nothing in the market is. However, we are paying attention to this level, okay? So at this level, be careful of potential false breakouts. We want to wait for full confirmation of a candle above 731.76 before we decide to actually enter a position, okay? Just know that, all right? So I'm going to set an alert because I'm going to be waiting for a breakthrough and then a wick back below 731.76. And if I see that, and if the options contracts are solid enough, then your boy is probably going to be looking for the play. Hold up. Let's go ahead and go to the message and then type in look for puts. If denied breakout, or you can say false breakout, whatever you want. But I'm going to do this, and I'm going to say chart, and then boom, and then a fire, because this is going to be a fire play. And it's going to be such a fire play if this plays out that I could see this actually falling to two levels. Level one, yep, I'm accurate. Level one would be 681, okay? That would be one of my max take profit targets for Meta, okay? Max TP 1, okay? And then this would be max TP 2, okay? So just pay attention and good luck. I got my alert set. Hopefully yours is set too. All right, what's next? What do we got? I'm sorry I'm a little slow. Like I said, we're in all-time highs, so it is what it is. Disney for swings. Disney is on a rocket, and if you, man, I hope you own a piece of Disney. And if you've been following me for a while, I've been telling people to buy Disney in the $80. I'm not telling people to do anything. I've been telling people I've been buying Disney in the $80 range for a minute. I sold some at the high. I still have my position. I'm happy where I'm at. I took those profits and I repositioned to diversify my portfolio. So hopefully you're doing something similar. But at the end of the day, you're in charge of your own port, and Godspeed. look, I need y'all to understand something about Disney. Understand who Disney is. Disney is just not Disney parks. Disney is just not cruise lines. Disney is just not the movies. Disney owns ESPN. They own Hulu. They own all of the franchises like Star Wars and all the Disney stuff and Marvel. You know, these are big ticket stuff, things that are happening. And then if you pay attention to Marvel, right, there's a lot in the pipeline coming up for Marvel Avengers and everything within Black Panther, you name it, right? And then Marvel just dropped the Ironhead or Ironheart today, available on Disney Plus to stream, and it's dope. So anyway, know who you are investing in and understand how they make money, right? Subscriptions is their biggest opportunity for growth, right? And that's what investors are looking for right now. And I think Disney's doing a great job with it, or they made some huge improvements. All right, so anyway, Disney has moved back into a zone where it's pretty much sideways, right? So essentially anything above $100 is bullish. And I've been talking about this for a while. Anything below it is bearish. So we are now at a point where it's a make or break. So we have two levels of resistances. One is going to be at 121.96 and the next one is at 127. So essentially, if you guys see a bullish momentum through this, be careful because it does wick back, as you can see. But if you get confirmation above, you can ride the wave up to about 127.95 if you so choose. But ultimately, this is where I see Disney at this very moment. I'm not buying right now. I own it down here. So moving on. What's next? Zom. All right, I called out Zom today. Some of y'all ate, some of you didn't, but it is what it is. Now, I think that when energy sold off, I think it was just a little bit too aggressive, in my opinion. But they're thinking that the war isn't really happening, and I got to be careful not to get demonetized. But notice how demonetized or demonetized sounds like demon time. Like, yeah, the demons are out to get us. Y'all see they coming out. They're coming after our boy KG. All right, we can't be letting that happen. All right, so I do think this was that sell off. Hold on, I'm still on the weekly. Holy crap! Hold on, let's zoom in a little bit. We had this sell off, right? And I think I bought a position right around here at 104, and then like here, right, 104, 105, and I was negative like 30% or something like that, and then it just went on a rocket, and then we just retook this position. So I see ZOM is on a bullish move right now. For as long as it maintains above 108.57, I would be looking at calls. All right, personally, that's just me. You do you, but I have a Exxon Mobile call option that expires 2 weeks. I think it's like a 2-week DTE, and it's like $12. So find a cheap thing. The max take profit target is 120, 65. Hold on, I might need to fix that. Yeah, that might be a little closer. So like 118, okay? But I think we're good for calls for as long as we're above 108.57, okay? I already did INTC. My boy buddy wants me to do SoFi. Okay, so I'm back. I'm not gonna double back everybody for like unless I run out of stuff. So if your name isn't green and you posted something before, post it now, because I think I'm all caught up with the subscriber or the members. Okay, so you know SoFi is my baby. Those that know, okay. And in reality, I hate charting it because I've charted it so many times. You guys can go to my my Facebook, my YouTube page, and I have almost over 30 videos on SoFi technicals. So guys, like if y'all really want to know every single level for SoFi, the levels are the levels, okay? The levels are the levels. So, and I have every level listed for SoFi somewhere else. Hold on, I can probably find it for you. Give me a minute. Let's do that real quick. so I don't need to reinvent the wheel. Futures, go SoFi, and reset chart, and go to the day. All right. Are we above? All right. So we just broke through my max take profit target, or my take profit target 5 for SoFi, and then as you can see on the volume profile that we are approaching at 1714, like a volume area high essentially. So again, everything in the market is approaching a level right now to which there's a stronger chance of a reversal. So we might be gassed out for a minute, and it might be time for a reversal. Just know. But for SoFi, essentially, if you want to look for calls, the ideal thing to do is just to wait for retracement back to 1648 and then see if we can find some strong support. But understand, look to the back, look to the left, see how much whipping, wicking happens, right, as it breaks this level. So be careful. Okay, that's all I can say for SoFi. SoFi is a dollar cost average stock, in my opinion. I think it is worth $25, but it is what it is. It's introducing crypto again, but in my opinion, their platform needs work for even investing. So, or like options trading, it needs work. So crypto, it might not be as smooth as everybody wanted to be, but we will see. I'm waiting on the announcement. So that's what I'll say for SoFi for now. Okay, that's what I'll say for now. As of right now, as long as we're above 1366, we're bullish overall. All right, but we can talk more about it at the end of this. Free KG, absolutely. Okay, APLD. Okay. Now this has a potential to become a good long-term position, right? Right, but right now we are not there. Yeah. So APLD, man. I own like a very small amount of this company, but it's like nothing to write home about. I just have skin in the game. I'm gonna have to dial it in though, real quick. Essentially, how I see this, I gotta draw my fair gaps here. How I see this is APLD is just not ready to take off yet because it keeps getting knocked back after it hits 1381. So I would be looking for a potential entries for going long or like a potential buy around 813. Okay, that's just me. Okay, so I'm gonna set an alert because I am interested in the stock and the company, and if the market does a pullback, that's what could bring this backwards too. Look for long-term buy opportunity. Let's do that. Okay. So I'm not really going to say much on this because we're not even breaking 1381 right now. So that's not even like important to figure out what these levels are because we're just not there yet. Okay. All right. XRP. I already went over that. 1 second. Dude, you ask for RGTI every time. Any chance you can look at QuantumScape? You're gonna have to give. Is it just Q? You're gonna have to give me a ticker, big dog. RGTI for options. And then I gotta go and do KO. RGTI. Oh, I love this. So RGTI is in a position that we already know that I've been talking about for a minute, right? What is this? Somebody in chat, tell me, what do you see? Tell me, what do you see? We talked about it for 3 days in a row. Okay, we fell into it as well. So this is it answered in the chart yet, or in the chat yet? Bueller, hey babe, hey, 55 people in the chat, 60 people in the chat. How many likes do I have, babe? Let me know. All right, so RGTI, if y'all don't know, this is a symmetrical triangle where you have higher lows and lower highs, right? So we're creating this triangle, right? And with this triangle, typically the direction to which we break into this chart pattern, right, is the direction that we supposed to continue. It's supposed to be a continuation. However, right, this is only a 52% chance that this, 52% chance that it actually falls down. That's not much, right? So typically what happens, typically what people see with this is that you'll see a false move and then it'll shoot back up to retest this point here, right? Or vice versa. Or it'll shoot up, or it'll shoot up and then come down. So just be careful on the initial move for this, but just know that this is trading in a neutral position and there's not yet a direction that's been selected for RGTI. All right, so that's what I got for you. If it breaks out to the top, then your take profit target would be 16.13. Okay, if it breaks to the bottom, your take profit target would be $5, which I know it's outlandish, but hey, you know the company probably better than I do. These are your max take profit targets for this company. Okay. All right, what's next? What am I missing? KO, free KG. All right. I need to know how many likes we have. Okay, because we about to start cooking. And how much time I got? I got 9 minutes left on this. So, is this Coca-Cola? All right. Coca-Cola is boring, but boring stocks are good stocks. So essentially, I mean, it's neutral, right? It's trading sideways. It has an opening gap here. Essentially, for Coca-Cola, it looks like it's an all-time high. It's approaching, or it's hit an all-time high. And traditionally, if after a company hits an all-time high, it's typically followed by a sell-off, right? And that's what we're seeing. We have a supply zone already established, and then we see that the stock has failed to retake it. So look, it's been kicked out of the sellers that get out of our house, right? You're not allowed here, right? And here we go. So with Coca-Cola, I don't know if this is a long-term banger or investment for you or whatever, but I'm going to tell you that this right here, this level, is your do or die. Okay, if we fall below 69.38, then Coca-Cola is likely to come back to retest 66.33. Okay, just so you know. If we find confirmation above, then Coca-Cola is likely to come back to retest supply. But again, if we come to supply and volume is dying on the way up, then guess what? They're not getting in that house. All right, let's move on. Let's get it. APLD, didn't I do that? Maybe I didn't. 9 people. Hit the like if you haven't yet, please. I appreciate that, Denise. Hey, Denise, you are correct. Symmetrical triangle. That's exactly what it was. Okay, APLD. I already did APLD. Come on now. Hold up. I'm tweaking. MU calls and puts probabilities. The probability of it going up or down. Okay. And Henry, I see you. I'll go back up, my guy in Anobi. So hold on, was it MU? All right, I've been staying away from MU. Well, because earnings had hit, but before it hit, it was absolutely insane, the contract prices. So guess what we did instead? We played Amazon and we played Tesla. So we set up AMD as well. So either which way. So a quick, easy look on this is that we had this little breakdown, but we traded in this descending channel, right? And then we had a V-shaped recovery, and then we found support above this previous descending line of resistance. Now support, and we're on the run up, right? So where are we going, I guess, is the question. Is what people are probably wanting to know. But essentially, your first wall is right here. Okay, first wall is right here, 131.36, and then your floor for this is going to be about here. So let's do, my floor is white, my ceiling is red, if y'all didn't know. Okay, and then I have like a neutral or an area of interest. Typically the POC is going to be my blue dash line. Okay, on my charts. Again, if you ever see me post a chart, which not typically done publicly, that's how you can read it. Above this line is bullish, below it is bearish, 9 times out of 10. But look at the charts, right? As we came down, right? I'm looking here. So you see how we're rejected, right? So we're looking, we're paying attention to this. Now we're at the ceiling here, and we tweak that, and we're looking to see if we can break above 130.68. If we fail to do so, then you know it's a wrap, right? We're looking for shorts, and it already looks like we're seeing some sell-off here. I don't see any like strong supply indications here, but hold up, I'm paying attention to volume real quick. I don't like it. I was trying to force something that I don't see, so I'm not gonna do anything about that. Okay, yep, nothing here. So anyway, that's what you got to do. That's the plan. MU, if you're looking for long-term hold, or if you're looking to look for potential calls or a retracement target, this is it, 122.54. So this is where I see it headed. In the case it decides to bounce, this will be my entry to go back up. Okay. If it falls below 122.54, then I'm headed down to 114, and I'm going to set me on alert because maybe the contracts are better now. Come on. Okay. Short if confirmed below. I'm doing that because there's more I think more skin in the game if we fall versus go up, but that's just my opinion. All right, man, y'all are getting it today. TSLL. Oh, that's not how you spell it. TSLL. All right, this is going nowhere fast right now. Okay, I don't want to waste a lot of time. Essentially, I'm going to leave it at this. It needs to break this wall of 1617 before we can see some upside. And if we don't see that, then you're just going to trade it within this range all day. Okay? I'm going to leave that at that. QS, that's the quantum stock. Now, this actually might have some legs, but I only know a little bit about the company. Okay? I don't know enough to be dangerous, so. All right, so when I do this, right, what is this called? Now we're breaking out of it, but if y'all, can somebody tell me what this is? So we fell into it, come on now. This is, if you don't know what this is a descending triangle, right? And we're on the verge of breaking out, but you have to be careful because it could just come back on you. Again, descending triangle is more like a neutral position, if I'm not mistaken. Hold on, I got a cheat sheet. I'm pausing my timer because I don't want this to cut into your time. In the Army, I always kept my cheat sheets on me. We had an acronym for everything, and it was hard to remember everything too. So, yeah. So it's a descending wedge. So I was right. So this is when you see something like this, it has a predetermined like direction or outcome for the direction. So the market makers or whoever, like, they already know where this is going, and if you know, looking at the volume spike as we climbed up, it just looks like it's gonna break, it's gonna find confirmation, probably head towards the upside. Now your take profit target on something like this is gonna be 1196, but you can do whatever you want to do but I would be waiting for a bar to close above. And let's go to 15-minute chart. So if you're looking at the 15-minute chart, it's already happened for you, right? Not only did it happen, you established a level of demand and a level of imbalance. So you have some legs here if you are looking to go long, but you want to see retracement, if possible, back down to the imbalance level. And as you can see, hold up one second. I'm on this for too long, my apologies. And I did not start the timer back yet. So we have buy side imbalances going towards the upside, but we also have increased volume, but thinning wicks. So when you see something like this, sometimes it means that buyers are losing control. So even though this is green, right, as we're going up, the wicking is telling you that sellers are fighting here. So it's anybody's game. So just pay attention, be careful, and do your thing. But just know when you're gonna get out and know where you're gonna get in. And in my opinion, if I love the stock and if I'm looking to go long, then I'd be dollar cost averaging in a demand zone if it were to come back down to pick me up. All right. How many likes we got, everybody? Let's see. Hey, let's go. I love that. 58 watching, 53 likes. I can dig that. Hot day today. Hot day. All right, good job. I see the answers rolling in. Haven't gone to commercial yet. What? Man, all right. No commercials. You know what? This is probably not being monetized right now. So look, I know how I'll be saying I'll be working for pennies. I'm not even getting a penny off of this right now. So use them super chats. All right. What we got? They haven't gone commercial. Would like the stream more than once if I could. I appreciate you, ATM. Hut day. Trade stock. Oh, is that Pizza Hut? Is that a Hut 8? Is this what you want me to do? My screen says 57 watching, 60 likes. Let's go. I appreciate all the love. Hold on, but before I get into this, like, am I supposed to be looking at Hut? I just want to make sure. I'm supposed to be here because I don't want to waste no time. Okay. All right. Good to know. All right. So Hut. Okay. All right. Hold on. I gotta finish my timer up. The timer stopped at 2 minutes, and now it's back on. I got 2 minutes to go, y'all. All right. So I'm drawing these boxes because Hut has a lot of gaps. So, and when it has gaps, I label them a little different. Okay. All right. So this is just a 15-minute on the daily. I just want to zoom out and take a quick peek. What we got? Man, Hut is at a level like where it opened at. So like, look at this, y'all. This is where the stock began, right? This is where it IPO'd, right? Little dinosaur means that this is the start of the company. And this is exactly where the stock is right now. So this level is very important for this company. So I'm gonna make this a red line because it feels like a do or die line. If we can confirm above this line, I'm not even worried about this level right here. If we can confirm above 1867, then we could be pretty solid, y'all. Like for a run up to about 22, at least 22. But just be careful because it doesn't like to live in this space for that long. But it's either going to be choppy and come back down or find confirmation of up. Denise, thank you so much. I appreciate you, Queen. Thank you. I see you. Okay. Hey, Denise, you got to get on them rail trains though, and stop jumping off. Stop jumping off a moving train, Queen. All right. We don't want to see you get hurt. Okay. All right. So no, like That's all I can really say about this shot. Like real talk. Like this is, I'm not gonna say much about HUT here except for what I just said. This is a key level. All right. My timer just hit. Okay. One thing I will do SPX because the Queen, Celinda, oh, hold up. She's always asking about it, and I never touch it. So I'm gonna do SPX, and this is like the SPY, but it's more expensive contracts. And this is pretty much the SPY. And you know what's cool about TradingView is technically you can take what you do here and copy all the lines and then move it to another chart. But I'll do this, and I will go and just show you what I have for SPY right now. I have to make an admission. All right, so your boy, I know my strengths and weaknesses here in this market as far as trading, right? And one of my weaknesses, trading, and it's so weird that it is a weakness. I think it's a weakness because it requires more patience, right? And then it doesn't matter. So me trading in a trending market, for some reason, I can get smoked sometimes. Not playing options is never an issue, but if I'm trading futures, yeah, I get smoked. And a lot of it's just liquidity grabs and then being zoomed in too close, because you see how much dancing and noise is going on with these individuals, and then like these candlesticks zoomed in are like the same thing. But anyway, so in a trading market, your boy sometimes gets smoked. That's my admission. It was unnecessary, but I just wanted to share that with the people because I have my flaws. All right, so I mean, this is, hold up. So with SPX, and it's probably just like this on the SPY, like you can already see that we have sellers here. We have a hammer at the top. I mean, typically you want to look for like an inverted hammer, but it doesn't matter. A hammer at the top of an uptrend is typically an indication of a potential sell-off, and it's kind of what happened here. So as of right now, that's the only thing I can work off of on this chart, on the 65-minute at least, for a potential supply zone. If I zoom out to the day, let's see if we can get a little bit a better grasp on it. It doesn't really give me that here. So a 15-minute is not so strong for supply. So let's see the 65-minute quick. 65-minute. That's where I think I did it off of, and let's try the 1 hour. The 1 hour. So I'm not overly sold on this being strong, but I am using it as a level. I'm doing it on the SPY too. So it's 61.46.84. You can see that we rejected here. Now we have a spinning top. So one thing I want you to understand, Queen and everybody else is paying attention, this relates to the SPY too. As SPY is, or as the price is going up, again, zoomed out, you know, volume was going down. And at the end of the day, we get this big volume spike, but we're in indecision, right? There's a doji candle. So that means that both the bulls and the bears are right here fighting for position. And in reality, this is the seller's house right now, right? And unless SPY and SPX, unless they break above this level, right, and confirm, right, then we can predict that this can likely fall and continue. Now, is that happening right now? Well, we can just go to the ES on futures and just take a peek. But we're on a rocket. We actually just made, my God, we are still going higher. The stock market, I think, just hit an all-time high in the overnight hours. Absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. And there's established demand at a key at this level. So if I go back here, essentially, if I translate what I just seen to here, um, demand was established above a key level of resistance. So price right now, if the market was open right now, you see this in some fashion, right? So it's obliterated. So we have a lot of time happening right now between tomorrow and today. So tomorrow and now, between opens and close. But let me tell you where we're going. I'm slowing down, y'all. I'm slowing down, losing steam. All right. So, man, if we run up like this, it'll be insane. Give me a minute. But essentially, this is for Celinda and anybody else that's looking at the SPY or SPX, because these are going to be your levels going into tomorrow. Okay. So this would be a max take profit target towards the upside. Okay. And I'm probably going to do the same thing for the SPY, because I know a lot more people trade the SPY over, and I'm over time, just so y'all know. I'm over time, and I'm going to end it soon, but I want y'all to hit the like button for me. I really appreciate it. Okay. So TP1. Man, that's a huge jump, y'all. I'm just saying. There's levels in between here that we can possibly hit, because we have psychological levels like 6,200 and 6,250. So those would be like the, what do you call it? What I just say? Psychological levels. I don't really chart those because they are what they are, but these would be your potential take profit targets if you are aiming for that right now. Okay, towards the upside. Downside, I'm gonna have to get off of this and go to SPY, because I need to set up my day for tomorrow too, and I do not trade SPX. So downside right there. Okay, so anyway, that's what you got. I want to know if I can, first of all, is there any questions? Any questions? Object tree, and then let's go ahead and hold up. There's supposed to be a way. No. Okay, there we go. Give me a minute. Copy. Let me see what happens if I duplicate this and see if it works. SPY. And then open up this object tree and then see if I can paste it. Paste. Boom. Y'all see that? Boom. Just like that. Tricks of the trade. So, that was dope, right? Tell me that ain't dope. Who just learned something? Who just learned something? Alright. So yeah, there you go. This is how it will look for the SPY right now. Roughly. If I were to mirror the two. Henry, I didn't forget you. I did, but I'm not gonna disappear. What you got, Bo? Tell me what you got, big dog. And I'm gonna do Henry, and then I'm gonna get back to the chat quick. Henry, you're gonna make me look it up. Hold up, Henry, ADBE. I got you. Hold up, and I want to keep this up here. ADBE. Celinda, for those that are in my Discord, just do know that I am going to share with you the chart link, right? so you can navigate it, set your alerts, do whatever you got to do. Okay, I got you. If y'all want to be a part of the Discord, you can either join. You can join me in the Sacrifice for Riches on this YouTube channel, and or you can join us at KGU. Either way, KGU is home for me, but I take care of the family over here, and I don't have any restrictions, and I can spam all of the plays that I want to, and that's what I do. Give me one moment. I'm taking longer than I said I was going to take. All right. So that's that. Okay, and hold up, we're not done. If y'all want to be a part of the Discord, you have to be a minnow or above in order to be in the Sacrifice for Riches Discord. And then if you want to join the doctorate tier for KGU to see the crown traders and include myself and KG live trade and do stuff like that, and do deep dive classes, we do that over there too. You just have an abundance of resources over at KG. All right, so what do we got? Okay, so what's this? ABDE Adobe? Okay, I mean, Adobe ain't going nowhere. I mean, are you looking to long term like this, or are you trying to, what are you trying to do, big dog? I mean, it's Adobe. But they are in a downtrend. Let's see what's up. Let's just treat it like every other play stock. Okay. All right. So if I'm analyzing Adobe, we are at a crucial level right now. A crucial level. All right. So Adobe needs to make a decision. Okay. I use Adobe, so it might be something I might invest in, to be determined. But I am not yet sure. They've adapted AI quite well too, so I'm kind of confused. Maybe there's other programs and stuff that is doing the job for free. I mean, with AI language models now, I mean, probably just ask ChatGPT or Google to do what you need it to do for everyday users. Like now, like your advanced people that using Illustrator or Adobe, the photo stuff on Adobe, that's different. But I'm sure there's not as many of you as there are those that are just using Adobe to sign a PDF, right? Give me a minute with this. Adobe. Hey, y'all be patient real quick, cause I really wanna get this right for my boy Henry. And off rip, I'm not really. Okay, hold up. Let's do this. I'm trying to see. Okay. So we're up into this position, but we didn't come and touch down, so it's not really being respected. So if I had to take a guess, not a fan. Y'all give me a minute. Okay. Sometimes I need to stop talking, okay? So just bear with me. All right, so actually, yeah. So this is doing one of those false moves like I told y'all about. So as of right now, from what I see, and this could be true or false, but what I see is that Adobe did a double bottom on the daily. It ran up and started a descending wedge, right? You can call it descending triangle, whatever you want to call it, but it's a neutral position. Actually, it's a special position where there's a predetermined direction of where this is going. And typically when you see stuff like this or neutral positions, you get this false breakout or false move before it re-enters and then takes off. So I really could see that happening, but this is where I would have you pay attention. So essentially, my guy, right here. Hold up. Taking too long on this, but it's okay. This is bonus time. And so everything doesn't look the same. For my ceiling, it's red. For my foundation, it's white. For my intersection, essentially, is what I call it, is dotted blue. Okay? So if I'm looking at this, right, I'm looking for price to break above this level, this line, right? And for you, big dog, I'm going to share this with you because I'm not playing it, and you might be the only person that's playing Adobe. I'm not sure, but I'm going to share it with you and give you the link. That way you can see how this chart is looking, and that way you can see the line as it crosses, because that's what we're looking for. So we can be bullish, right? So this would be your marks. Okay, these would be your marks. I would be bullish above 421.07 with my take profit target of 431.58, and then if we continue to run past this, then that's my max take profit would be 449. Okay, all right. Hopefully that's helpful. 76 likes. Let's go. Let's go. Hey, shout out to y'all. Your boy appreciation. I can't even talk. That's dope. Y'all showed up for your boy. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you so much. So, what do we think? How did that go? Hey, all love, Henry. Thanks for calling me out, though. All right? Closed mouths don't get fed. All right? So, I didn't know. All right. So, look. This is what's about to happen. I want to give y'all kind of the lowdown of what's coming. Okay? And I'm going to keep this short and sweet. And then I got to go. And I got to eat my dinner and chill with my family. So, this week was our rapid fire chart analysis, and then we did 2 other live streams, and we got 480% gains on SPY, Tesla, and Amazon was 100%, right? Dope. So Fridays, my day off. I typically don't do nothing on Fridays anymore. I'm going to keep that chill. I went live enough times. I think, in my opinion, I need me time and my family. Okay. Sundays are reserved for my orcas, anglers, and megalodons. We do our monthly or our weekly review, where we review the SPY and we talk about the levels for the week. So we have the levels and we can play them, right? And we're ready. We're prepared, not surprised, right? Then when my boy Buddy steps in, he's starting with me in July. I'm hoping to start back doing options trade videos specifically. The reason why I don't do those much anymore is because it just takes a lot of time for me to record it, then do the editing, and then pump it out to y'all. He's going to be taking a lot of weight off my shoulders. So we're going to eventually get back into that flow, but not right now. Okay. Then from there, on Wednesday, we have our deep dive, right? Hold on. What's Wednesday? Wednesday's gonna be a busy day. Okay. Wednesday, we have a live trading session for KGU and the megalodons for Sacrifice for Riches. All right. So that would be a exclusive live trading session that I'll be trading from my phone. You'll see my screen. I will share the buttons that I'm pressing, the chart I'm analyzing, and you'll see me enter and exit the plays. Now, I've been doing day trades. However, if a day trade isn't there, it is what it is. I'm not going to take it. But I do low risk because I'm trading from my phone to give people a different perspective and giving you a I'm on like a 4G network sometimes. I live in the sticks sometimes. Like our network sucks. So I'm not on Wi-Fi typically when I'm doing these live trading sessions. I'm using cell phone towers. So, but the goal for this one on Wednesday is to find a swing trade setup. Okay. So that trading session could happen closer towards the end of the day, because I'm looking for a swing trade. So it'll either happen before 11 a.m. or it'll happen around 2 p.m. I haven't decided yet. It depends on what the market is showing me, but you will be alerted, okay, if you are in the discourse, okay? The links to the discourse are there. All right, shout out to Buddy. Shout out to Shelly. Shelly, I got you. I promise you I got you. I don't forget anything. It's just my priority list. I got you though. No, but I talked about him. I talked about how you ate, big dog. What else? So on top of that night on Wednesday, I'm going to likely, we'll see if I can. But the plan is to do no, that's not the plan. Give me a minute. I have to do a training session as well. So I'm likely to do that on Thursday because Wednesday's already going to be for live trading. Okay. So Thursday I'll do a live training session, and that'll be exclusive to the doctorate members in KGU. And then it'll be exclusive. I got to check and see if it's a deep dive. If it's a deep dive, it's for the anglers and megalodons for Sacrifice for Riches Discord. Okay. And then also on Thursday, that's when I do the rapid fire chart analysis. So that is my map, y'all. That is my schedule. So if you're ever wondering what Rell is doing, that's what's going on. What you've seen this week as it related to like 1 to 2 to 3 live trades or live streams, that's rare. But I was out of town. I was working out of a hotel. I had time to commit to you guys versus turn on the TV. So I had fun. We made money. All love. Okay. Before I go, I'm gonna give you 3 minutes. Is there any questions, comments, concerns? Let me know. I'm not loading the charts back up though. Sorry about that. Hopefully you can understand, and it's a time thing, man. I've already overstayed my welcome. This will be rewatchable. So if you just tuned in, please still hit the like button for your boy. I think we crushed the like button today. Y'all pounded it, and I love it, and I really appreciate it. How often do you go live? I go live often for members. I don't go live a lot for public. My public live streams are typically the rapid fire chart analysis, and it's going to start again once I start uploading options trade plays, right? Those videos, I don't know if you guys have been tracking. There's a playlist so y'all can see what that structure looks like. Once I start back doing that, I was doing follow-up live streams of recapping those plays. So sort of what you've seen this week, I would love to do that more often, right? So Sunday or Monday, I would plan to drop an options trade play, rather as a swing trade or day trade or whatever, right? And then Tuesday would be an ideal time for me to recap what happened, or if the play played out. But if it's a swing trade, sometimes it takes a couple days before that transpires. So just know that is the kind of the order of March, if that makes sense. Yep, all love. Thank you, Carlette. How often do you go live? SoFi. I already did SoFi. And then, hey, anybody, I was going to spend some time and dive into SoFi. And I'll say this about it right now. So 2 things. One, as far as chart analysis go, I've done it to ad nauseum. Trust me when I say, if you go to my playlist, you will see every freaking level broken down for SoFi. For all the way up to maybe, I want to say $18 to $20. I can't remember. But I think it goes up to about $25 to $26. So there are there are SoFi videos that gives you every level that you need. As it relates to the company, I'm a big SoFi guy. I sold a lot of my position and took profit when we were in the $18 range, and I did not add back my position. I'm sitting with the shares that I'm comfortable with, and I've redistributed a lot of those funds into stocks like AMD and Nvidia and Google and and Amazon. So I diversified my portfolio off the back of SoFi. So Shout out to SoFi. But also, they're teasing the fact that crypto's coming back, right, for the platform. They had it, they removed it. Now they're adding it back. Now, I have a little gripe with SoFi as it relates to options trades. They're not the easiest system to use to get in and out of plays, right? For me, it's trash. For me, like, to exit a position when I want to exit the position is trash in my opinion. There's no limit orders or anything like that. It is what it is. There's no stop loss or anything like that for SoFi. You have to be your own stop loss, which is fine. But when you want to get out of a position at a high, it doesn't really give it to you a lot of times, and you end up, you can't get the whole bag. So I think with the issues that I know that SoFi has with their invest platform, more so options trading, I'm not gonna hold my breath right now as it relates to crypto, because they don't got options, right? I'm not sold on crypto yet, right? So I'm not gonna be buying crypto with SoFi personally. More power to them, but I'm gonna let them get their groove before I put my toe in the water there. I do have my Roth IRA started with them, a separate port for me and my wife. So SoFi does hold a lot of my money, but they're a good bank. Overall, they're a good tech bank company. So $25 stock, in my opinion, if not with a huge potential to be worth more. Not there yet. On their way. Dollar cost average. Anything above 1366, right? So, and I called the long call position for SoFi. Was it 1460 or 1438? I can't remember. That was the time to go get into leap options. I missed my opportunity. I was waiting for retracement. It didn't happen, and I just let it go. I'm comfortable where I am. So I think that's all I had to say as it related to SoFi. That's it, y'all. If there's no questions, 84. We got 84 likes, bro. Can I get 100? Can I get 100 likes? I need 4,000 subscribers before the end of the month. So everybody share this video. I need help because I don't go live often. But if this hits 4,000, right, that tells me that there's interest and people want more content. And that's a tall order, y'all, just so you know. I'm only at 3,200. So y'all know 800 people. Hey, with 100 likes, if everybody knew. Everybody knew 8 people. Right? That's dope. Now 87 people share this video. That's the next task. All right. That is all I got, y'all. Thanks for rocking with me. I really appreciate the 87, dude. Like, that is impressive, and I am honored and humbled 100%. So shout out to y'all. I have some things that I plan to put out that's going to help outside of the charts, in my opinion. And I'm going to give you the formula as far as what I'm doing with my funds after I win in this market. And the future isn't here yet, but I'm doing things right now in efforts and hope that the future makes me a millionaire. So we will see in due time. But I have a plan, and that's what it's about. Have a plan, stick with it, stay consistent, and that's the plan. We got you in time. All right. This is Stocks4Rell, Sacrifice for Riches. I appreciate everybody for being here. I have a website, sacrificeforriches.com. Go ahead, pick up the merch, t-shirt if you want. The hat. The hat is dope. Nice and simple, but represents your journey, because I know y'all sacrificed to be here. Thank you for taking the time with us to teach us and grow. I appreciate you, big dog. Y'all take care and enjoy your Friday. Hey, last note, if you made money this week, do not give it back. That's all I got to say. If you made money on any stock, on any option, and you are lit up and happy, just take the day off tomorrow, y'all. Don't force it. Set your alerts, and hey, and let the market give you a call. All right, let the market give you a call. Don't call the market. Let them call you. Enjoy your weekend. All right. Okay. All right. Y'all take care. Hold on. Where's my end screen? End screen.